That's me. I think that I can't really go back further than that. There aren't many baby photos of me, but that's me aged, I don't know, 2, under 2. I'm not sure. That one, I think I'm probably a little older. Here I am, aged 5. Already I've been to be taken to the doctors because my mum thinks that I am too thin. There are times when I regret her doing that. Born with all the things that you need to get on in life: 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 eyes, nose, lips, all of that stuff. All the potential's there. And then big leap forward, I'm about 17, 18 here. And by this time I'm being influenced by people around me and carrying on the influence of my mother. And now I believe that I am overweight. And I don't think, I wouldn't mind looking like that now. This is me aged 24 with my son and my niece. Busy raising children. My daughter was 4. So busy at this time of my life raising children. And if you had talked to me at this point about menopause, or you need to be eating this sort of food, and there's going to be processed food coming along and you shouldn't touch that, and takeaways are going to be bad for you and you shouldn't eat those, I wouldn't have heard any of that information. I was busy juggling children, trying to work out how I was going to earn some money to bring some more income into the house, and just dealing with day-to-day stuff. And obviously, you know, back then we didn't, this is what did I say it was? 79, 80, 81, 82. We didn't know about processed food, or didn't understand it the way we do. We didn't understand ultra-processed food. We didn't understand gut microbiome or any of that sort of stuff. We were just doing what we normally do, eating what we normally eat, and looking fine and feeling fine. You know, no problems, no health problems. Moving on, I am now, I think that is 85, 86, and I am now the major breadwinner in the family, working in the mainly in the evenings, but I'm working during the day as well, but mornings and evenings as the man from the Prue, bringing in good money, and not liking my job. Certain aspects of the job were enjoyable, but I didn't really like it that much. But again, I look healthy, I look fine, I think I'm a good size, but I think it now looking at it, but I didn't think it then. This is me looking looking pissed off, I think. My husband then, that husband wanted me to look more feminine. So this was my attempt to look more feminine, and as you can see, I wasn't impressed with his idea of me looking more feminine. So this is me. I'm now, at least I'm separated. I might be divorced, I'm not sure, because I wasn't the one that did the divorcing bit, he did. So I'm separated. I've just completed my nursing training, and this is obviously after graduation. And then this is me working with Mark and a team who are over this side of the photo. I've cut them out. Way before we were together, but I had approached him and told him how I felt about him back then, but he just kept saying no. That would have been 90... 95, 96, 97, 98, probably about 97. So how old was I in 97? I can't remember. Mid-30s, late 30s, I think. Can't remember. And then this is me after at the end of my formal psychotherapy training. in 2000, I think we finished that. And by this point, you know, obviously I know that I am overweight, and also know all the stories about what you do about being overweight. But as we know, it's all very well knowing what you're meant to do. Your body doesn't always respond in the way that you'd like it to. My body has never or rarely responded to the whole calories in, calories out bollocks. And it's just a hard graft, really, isn't it? But no health problems at this point, nothing that I knew about. Finally, he said yes. And this was after August 2000. So, late 2000. And finally, he'd seen sense, that's all I can say. And this was, I think was it August 2000? Or was it after that? I can't remember. But, we were at a friend's party. And then, I don't know how I'm going to fit this one in. Might have to zoom out for this one. And then we got married. So this is in April 2006. And we moved to France in July 2006. Both of us quite overweight, or very overweight. I was morbidly obese, as was Mark. No health problems, not on any medication. Life was good. Life still is good. And, it was a good day. Finally, and this is the photo that I have kept, obviously, because it's an important moment for us, picking up our passports and ID cards. But actually, this is where I hated this photo. I still hate this photo, and sadly, this part of this bit is in my ID card, my photo. So I'm forever reminded of it with my ID card, and my passport is this. And shortly after this was taken, which was in August 2020, because by this time I'd been on steroids for 4 years of steroids had contributed towards that. I'm not saying it was all that, but the trouble with steroids is they help carbs put weight on you, and they make you hungry. So it's a big fight. It's a massive fight against steroids, and that was the outcome. And I suppose I'm showing you this because what you see now when you see my vlogs is the results of us doing the Fast 800 diet, which we both did in October. Started it in late October 2020. And you're only allowed to do it for 12 weeks, rigidly. And we did do it for 12 weeks, rigidly. And I lost 2.5 stone. And Mark lost more than that. We both lost quite a lot of girth, around your middle and around your bum and whatever. And I was slimmer and lighter than I am now. But I still haven't gone back to this. And when I look at this, it reminds me I haven't gone back to this, and that is that's really pleasing. And I continue to feed us now and again, more often than not, Fast 800 food, and we have other food as well, but I'm still doing Fast 800 food. Our meal sizes are much less because of Fast 800. So a lot of my food intake, our food intake is inspired by Fast 800, and I'm pleased that we haven't gone back to, both of us haven't gone back to this. So that is how life is for many people. I'm going to pause you. I think many of us just go, I'm not going to say blindly through life, because we're not going blindly through life. We're just dealing with what life is giving us at that time and is supplying us. You know, there's a time when you're ready to hear this and a time when you're ready to hear that. And I did my nurse training, so I was full of dealing with that and being a single mum, because I'd separated by then. And obviously I learned a lot when I was doing my nurse training, and a lot of health things. But all of this later stuff that we now know, we didn't know then, and you just carried on doing. And I'm thinking of all the people behind me, all the people coming up behind me who are younger than me, who have had much more access to takeaway foods than I ever did. You know, we still don't have access to takeaway foods here, and we didn't really in Devon. So we didn't eat a lot of takeaways. It just wasn't a thing. Whereas if you live now in a city in the UK, or I guess in America, you can call and have it delivered by, and I don't know the names and can't remember the names of the Deliveroo and places like that. So you can have takeaway just like that. I'll have that. And that doesn't happen here. So we still eat more healthily, I think, than many of the people coming behind me. And I think that they are yet to come up against the brick wall. They're going to possibly, they might not everybody does, but when I reached around about 60, so I went through menopause, and then I reached 60, yes, 6 years ago, 6 years ago, and then started with and realised that I'd got an autoimmune disease, and which may have been caused by previous lifestyle choices. I said during this video that I gave up smoking in 1919. I gave up smoking in 1999. That may have contributed, but it's like, that's 22 years ago. And giving it up then, if that didn't was the cause, then, you know, there's nothing I can do about that, is there? You don't know what causes it, but it's like it creeps up on you. And so life is going on. Life is, you know, you're doing your stuff, you're dealing with crap. Some people are dealing with crap. Some people are dealing with bad marriages. Some people are raising children. Some people are, have a high flying career. But there comes a point when, or can come a point when those things have crept up and you didn't know they were coming, and you didn't know what you could have done. You know, if you could go back and change things, maybe there's something you could do. But I don't know what I would go back and change, because throughout my life I've talked about it in those photos. You know, up until the age of I think about 50, up until the age of 50, I tried different diets. You know, we were in Devon from 2001 to 2006, and we were doing low GI stuff. So we were, you know, constantly trying different diets, and none of them worked. Fast 800 worked, and if I really committed to it, we could do it again. But I haven't done. But neither of us have gone back to where we were, and I'm really pleased about that. And we're both much healthier. There are days when I don't feel that, but so yeah. Be careful, be aware. But I know that for those of you that need this message, it's just going to go. My daughter commented on, I put something, I sort of posted on Facebook yesterday about older people needing downtime after being sociable. And it was actually about older people our age, and it was stuff we know, and it's what we do. And she wrote underneath it, oh, I could have told you that. And I'm thinking, but there's things I could have told her, but you only want them when you are asking about them, not when I want to give them, or I give them. I mean, and that's the difference. Is like, if you give people information when they're not ready for it, then it's wasted. And sadly, the time when people are asking for that information, it's too late, because they want it because they need to deal with something now. So that is a life in 15 minutes. If I stand here, if I were Jules, I could drink a Miller Lite. I'm going to turn it off anyway. Bye.